Dad, over here. Over
Airport.
here, Dad. Over
Airport.
here.
Wait, 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 hold
Turn around. There
on.
we
Come
go,
Having some
Dad.
spatial issues.
Oh, your hat says
That
Stanley.
says nothing. You have to read it.
Stanley.
Yes.
And I love that it's actually with Ley because that's how
That's
you
actually the name I use in Starbucks.
do you
What's your
really?
name? Stanley.
Do you really use
Because I
it?
used to say Stan. They would say, okay, coffee for Dan. I said, there is no Dan. So it'd be because there's no Danley. And they
How
couldn't,
do you know? There could be Stanley.
well, next time I try it. So I said, Stan Lee, the creator of Batman.
Really?
What's his
But
name?
it's
Stan.
spelled
Well,
Stanlee.
he had two names. Lee was his last name.
Oh, was it? It wasn't like a first name, middle name. Okay, got it. Okay, okay, interesting.
Hold on, better
So
with or without? Hold on.
let's see. You and these sunglasses.
My Biden
How
impression.
many
My
hats do
Biden
you
impression.
have?
Never counted.
But like you have a lot of hats.
Well, how many is the gig?
Okay, like in like data?
I
I don't know. You have a lot of hats. Mom has a lot of visors and sunglasses. Do you have a lot of sunglasses too?
I only wear one pair most of the time, not these. I wear my Ray-Bans.
Oh, you want to hear a really funny story about glasses?
Do I?
I'm gonna tell you anyways. So the other night we went out for dinner, and my husband has worn glasses for I don't even know.
Going out to dinner was a special treat.
It's
You
still
know,
it's still a
that's too many times. Good.
special treat, I think. So we went out for dinner, and I don't really wear glasses. I have reading glasses that I got about 2 years ago because my doctor was like, you might need them, and I've read books, I haven't used them, like I haven't needed them. But we go out for dinner the other night, and we get the menu, and I was holding it away from myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it almost went from like nothing to I couldn't see. And he's said to me, do you want to borrow my glasses? And I always make fun of
The
no,
waiter said
no,
that?
David did. But I always make fun of him for that. I'm like, I kind of do. So he gave me his glasses and I put them on. It was a game changer. I was like, whoa, I can read.
The sweet, simple pleasures of life.
It was amazing.
Sweet
And
mystery.
we went out for dinner this weekend, or we went out
See,
to, no,
again, we
no,
went out
we
for
went
dinner.
out, actually, it wasn't really, we went out to Pot Stroke, the Tiger Woods golf course thing with a friend friends this
I'm
weekend.
afraid to go to those places.
Why?
Any place with a word stroke in it, I have to avoid.
You should check it. It's very cool. We should go. It's super fun. But so we went and we're at the dinner table and I still have not brought glasses and David has his and they all pull out their glasses to read. And I was like, all right, I need to borrow somebody's. Can I borrow? So I was putting, I actually have a picture. I think I have a picture of all of our glasses, which is like the funniest thing. So, where is it?
I
I'll
need
just show
nothing
you.
to read.
Yeah, like yeah, they're all there with their glasses. Isn't that funny? Like that's like what they brought to dinner was their glasses. So yeah, super funny. But no, it's aging is lovely, isn't it?
It has its challenges.
How long have you worn glasses for?
I started wearing them probably when I was in maybe college. I used to wear them just for reading purposes. I don't know why, but I don't need them now. I can read contracts.
Oh, because you had
I
surgery.
had lens replacement.
Lens, is that LASIK or lens
Well, and
replacement?
I have astigmatism, and for years they couldn't LASIK could not correct astigmatism, which is
Yeah.
uneven pressure of muscles on both sides of the eyes.
Yeah.
But they have a lens called the toric lens. Had it done so. This eye is up close, and this eye is far out, man.
Really? So
It's just gonna
you
blend together.
interesting.
Give me something to read. What do you want? Give me something to read.
I don't know. Here, read what this says. It's a human bingo card.
I am from the Midwest. I love ice cream. Supporting someone who is
I
disengaged.
can see that too.
Well, hold over there. How far you want to go?
I mean, I can read those up and close. The closer I get, the more blurry it gets for me. So does that mean so if I can lead, I'm
If you
farsighted.
if you push her far away, yeah,
Yeah, so I'm farsighted.
you're not nearsighted.
Oh, that hurts my eyes. Oh my gosh, that really hurts my eyes. Whoa, that makes it whoa. Sorry, listener or viewer, if you're watching YouTube, you're probably like,
Hey,
what is happening?
enough about us. Come on, get LaKeesha in here. Come on, jeez. You suffer from self-amusement.
I do. That is, if you're gonna suffer from something, I feel like self-amusement is the way to suffer. Don't you think?
I don't like suffering at all.
No, I don't like to suffer either. Nobody likes to suffer.
Well, it's better to suffer from self-amusement than to pleasure. No, we don't go there.
Oh my gosh. All right. I think on that note,
You started that.
we're gonna let our guest in. Let's do that. Here she comes. Let's see.
LaKeesha.
We're here for you, LaKeisha. We're here for you.
Abracadabra.
Where's she shout? Let's see. Ah.
Uh,
Oh, there you are. Hey, you're on mute. So let's get you off mute. Look at you, so styling and profiling. Hello.
One second.
Listener, if you are not on YouTube as well, you're missing out because I met LaKeesha a couple months back at a speaking engagement, and she's got style, super style. But today, red, I'm gonna steal it, like red blazer, pearl necklace, pearl bracelet. I think it's a pearl headband too, is it not? I mean, pulling it all together, amazing.
Oh, sorry.
Like, do you plan your outfits in the morning? You do.
Of course.
So, okay, walk us like we'll get to that in a second, but I'm like literally I'm in a t-shirt right now. But I am so impressed by how put together you are. So, LaKeesha, meet my dad, Stan.
Hello,
Stan, meet
LaKeesha.
LaKeesha. She's having a day. She's having a day. She's got some funk. She needs to shut off the funk. It's all good. It's when the world just was like testing you.
She ain't got no fun. Look at that face.
Let's see. What is your number today, LaKeesha? We're going to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being it's the best day that you've ever had. Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay. So
And can
10,
you hear me?
yes, we can totally hear you. So what is your number today on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being it's the best day you've ever had, to a 1 being a day you probably should not have gotten out of bed and you shouldn't be peopling.
Oh, like right now or
Yes,
Yeah,
like when I
right
baby.
woke
now.
up?
No, no,
Right now
no,
in
no,
this
no.
moment.
Now
Okay. Right now it's probably a 4.
Oh, okay.
we can do better than that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna hopefully increase. My intention every day is to go 0.25 higher. So what would it take for you to go 0.25 higher?
Uh, probably need to go outside. Um, Full transparency. I haven't been outside today yet. So
Hmm.
that's probably what I need to do. Like, I'm a Florida girl. I'm a Florida native.
Oh, really?
So,
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna take these off because you're coming through here, but I'm not speaking out through there. So, I'm gonna take
You
these
do
off.
you. There is so much power in getting outside, and getting that vitamin D from the sun and smelling the air. I actually don't think, oh, I was outside. I drove my daughter to school today, but I wasn't really like outside. I was in my car. I need to go outside.
Well, you were taking. Yes, you
Yeah,
should.
yeah. Okay. So going outside like barefoot or just going outside and like running an errand, like what does going outside mean to you?
No, I just need to be outside.
Okay.
I'm typically not a barefoot outside person.
Okay.
So that's not my jam, but just being outside. Like I said, I'm a Florida girl. I'm a Florida native, so just the sun, the air, there's a breeze outside, like there's a window right in front of me so I
Hey,
can see the trees.
we're in Sarasota. We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see the trees moving, so I know there's a breeze out there. So I just need to feel that on my face and I need to feel that sunshine and breathe that air. That's
It
that's
sounds like you
what
had a
needs to happen.
complicated morning.
I did. I totally did.
It's okay. That's the cool thing is like that's why we say what's your number right now because our number can change throughout the day. Like there are days where I
Right.
wake up and I'm an 8 and sometimes at the end of the day I'm like a 2 because I'm just physically drained. Sometimes I'm a 2 in the morning, but then I people a little bit and they raise my number. So our number, that's why we like want to know like right now what that looks like. So we are here for your 4 points and hopefully we'll get you to 4.25. Do you want to go outside right now real fast and come back in?
Ooh, will you let me do that? Like I
Yes,
can do
go.
that?
Yes, go run outside right
Okay.
now.
Well, I
We
don't know
will
about
FaceTime.
running,
we
Well,
but
no
I'll be
can
running.
swift.
our camera crew follow her?
I don't know. I don't know if the camera crew could follow, but we could, like just go, take a break. Go ahead and we'll just fill the air for a little bit. Walk out. We're
Okay,
here for you. Yeah. Walk
I'm gonna
outside,
do that.
take some deep breaths. We will be right. We are recording live right now. So we are recording live. We're in the podcast, but we are happy. We want you to get up 0.25. So go step outside. We will be here and we'll be right
Okay,
back when you come back in. Go for it. We're right here.
perfect.
Yeah, go ahead. I love that she gets to do that because the thing is that we are here for people, right? Like getting outside and feeling the air and feeling the sun. Are you even listening to
Hold
me?
on, doing something for you. Hold on.
What are you doing?
You keep talking.
If you play music, Zoom's not going to hear it.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. So what song are you actually playing? I feel trees and dream.
No, hold on.
What are you
Keep
doing?
talking. Keep
Oh my
talking.
gosh, my dad is like literally on his phone doing something. I have no idea what he's doing. So we're feeling there. But you know what? This is what this podcast, I can't speak, podcast is about. She's at a 4, and to get rid of this, you can't hear it. They can't hear it. You're not
It's
listening to
Benny
me.
Hill
They
music.
can't hear it.
Go to
Zoom,
your
oh my
phone and
gosh,
put on
stop.
Benny Hill music right
Okay,
now.
Zoom filters it out. You're not listening to me. So I'm glad you just spent 3 minutes doing that. But what's really cool about this is that,
It's today, I'm telling you, boy.
anyway, what's really cool about this is that she needs that. Like, she needed to go outside,
Well,
get
I'm
the
going outside
Go
too.
ahead, bye. All right, listener, it's just me, and I'm the only one that's not been outside yet now. So you were outside when you went to lunch. I swear. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. This is why we are the unfiltered. Stop banging on the window. Now he's banging on the window. So this is why we are the unfiltered podcast. I'm not answering the door. He's ringing the door. I'm not even getting it for him. But anyway, like unfiltered and like because life is real. We don't have to be this whole polished podcast. Like she needed that
Oh, that
space and
was
that
good.
time to
That
get
was
some
good.
air, and we're giving it to her.
I'd give you $10. She's not coming back.
That is not true. But will you still give me $10?
You're such a money grub. Man, all about the Benjamins with you, huh?
No,
Forget
well,
about
I
it.
didn't know it was Benjamin's. I was talking about $10. Who's on the $10 bill?
I think Andrew Jackson, I think.
Okay, I wasn't talking about Benjamin's, but if you got Benjamin's on you, you can certainly leave some in my hand as well
I'm all
too.
about the Washingtons.
Is Washington's a dollar?
Yeah, baby.
You know, like decide who goes on.
All about the Lincolns. That's a penny.
I know, but like, can you imagine Abraham Lincoln being like, "You put me on the penny, I stopped slavery." Like, how would he feel about being on a penny?
Too late to ask him now.
But I mean, like, who decide? Like, whose idea was it? I'm gonna look that up. Whose idea was it of which president or which person got to go on? Like, why is Benjamin Franklin
Well,
never even
probably
president?
because Lincoln was actually a Republican. Was probably chosen by a Democratic president.
We do not get political on this. Shut up.
I do.
But no, no, you will not. But I mean, seriously, Benjamin Franklin wasn't even a president. How did he get paid?
She's back.
She'll come back or put her camera on. But how do we know
He wasn't
that?
the president?
Can you answer Benjamin Franklin?
Oh, the kite guy.
He's more info than a kite, but he did not. He wasn't even a president. So how did he get on the $100 bill?
He was very influential.
Okay. Well, I just think it's really interesting. Listener, if you know why who chose this, I'm going to avoid Google for this question, and I'm going to let the listener, when they listen to this episode, let us know like who was chosen.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're back. See, I just got $10. I just got $10.
Did you
Listen,
have a
he's
snack on the way back? Did you have a snack?
No,
How
but
was it?
you're so you are so good, Stan, because I was coming in and he's like, she's back. But I'm like, I was muted and I have my camera on. Like, how did you know? How did you know?
Some things have to remain unsaid, LaKeesha. Some
We
things.
have a camera in your office. No, I'm just kidding. How did that feel to go outside?
That felt great. Thank you for letting me do that.
You know what? That is what life is about, is that we just have to keep it real. REAL. We sometimes focus too much on the
Yeah.
REEL, and none of that's real. I just read a thing today that said 38.6% of what you see on the internet is actually real. The rest of it is all bots or fake things.
5 out of 4 items.
AI. Isn't that insane? That's craziness.
I believe it.
Digressing.
Okay, anyway, so back to you. Sorry, back
I
to you.
believe it.
All right, where does your fashion sense come from? Like, have you always been this super fashionable?
Oh man, thank you so much for this question. First of all, thank you for the compliment, but more importantly, thank you for the question because you're giving me an opportunity to pay homage to my mom.
Ooh.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, and my mom passed away in 2000. I always get the 9 and the 6 mixed up. So 2006, she had cancer. And cancer sucks. Hashtag cancer sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But
What kind of cancer?
but yeah, but this gives me an opportunity to like shout out my mommy.
Super.
But yeah, she was like a fashionista, right? From childhood. She grew up with a lot of siblings. And she was like second to the youngest. And they complained about her hogging the bathrooms.
How many
She would-
kids? How many siblings?
Oh my gosh. I think there were like 7 or 8 of them.
Ooh, baby.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big family. I didn't try to keep up by any means, but I came pretty close with 4 kids. But they said that she changed clothes like multiple times during the day. Like she would change outfits, like change her hair, change her clothes.
I love
Now,
it.
I don't do that. I do not do that. But I will say, she was very stylish, very fashionable, and yeah, so I think I get it from my mommy. Now I need to say my dad is very stylish too. Very fashionable. So I think I got it from both sides,
This
but
sounds like a family with multiple personalities.
oh well, I think multiple I think many families have multiple personalities, but
Yes. Yes.
I
Well, and we'll
think
get into what you do in a minute. I'm sure you see all of it. So what kind of cancer did your mom pass from?
so here's the thing. It's still somewhat of a mystery to me. I don't know if it was lung and it metastasized to the kidneys or vice versa, but I know that there was cancer found in both organs. Um, so yeah, that was no fun, but I'm very thankful because on my dad's side, his mother, which would be my grandmother, lost her mom and twin sister during childbirth. So she
Oh, yeah.
literally experienced her entire life with just like this void, right? Of not having a mom and not having her womb mate. And so when I think about that, actually, when I lost my mom, I thought about that and I said, man, how blessed am I? How fortunate am I to have had 30 some odd years with my mom,
Sure.
and had a very, very close relationship with her. I talked to my mom every day, like sometimes several times during the day.
Mm.
So I just feel very fortunate that I got to have her in my life that way. She got to meet two of her four grandchildren. Um, so I feel very thankful for that. I mean, it sucks that she's not here, but on the flip side, I got 30 something good years with that chick. So it's
That's
cool.
amazing. How many siblings do you have? You mentioned your mom had eight. You have four kids of your own. How many siblings did you have growing up?
Yeah, so my brother was the smart one. He stopped with one boy and one girl.
I only have one. So
You're even smarter.
yeah. I wasn't gonna call it smart. It was just nature versus what I could do. But so there's just you and your mom just had you and your brother then. There was just two.
Yes,
Got it. Okay,
yes,
got it. And you have four children and
I
look bright-eyed and
do.
bushy-tailed. So what are the ages of your children?
So these children slash adults are 21, 26, 14, and I'm soon to have a 13-year-old. In 2 weeks. She'll be 13.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh.
Yeah, so you guys pray for me because, you know, something happens during these middle school years where these people just lose their ever loving minds. I don't know what happens. They go crazy. I think it's the moans, it's the hormones that does it, but
Right.
they just go crazy. It's like invasion of the body snatchers or something. So anyway.
Don't tell me that. I have a 10-year-old. Don't tell me
Oh
It's
no,
coming, baby. It's coming.
listen, you're welcome. I'm preparing you. Okay.
that. Is this a therapy session now?
And listen, everything can be a therapy session, but I just want you to know from one mom to another, I just want you to be prepared.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, well, we're staying in touch because I'm not letting go of you because of the insights you'll have. Plus, I just need some more fashion advice. But let's take us back. So you are Florida born and raised. In what area? Where were you born?
West Palm Beach.
Okay, East Coast. Okay. And
Hmm.
then where are you now? You're not there now in West Palm, are you? Or are you still in West Palm?
So I'm in the Tampa area
Okay, got
now.
it. Okay.
Yes.
So you grew
But
up in
all my
West Palm.
family's there.
In
All
West
my
Palm.
family's in West Palm Beach.
Got
Yes.
it. Okay. So how long did you spend there before you left to go to Tampa?
I moved to Tampa in 2003. So I literally spent my whole life there because I'm like somewhat an old lady now. So I
Well,
spent the
if
majority of
you're the
my
image
life.
of old lady, sign me up. But so okay, so what prompted you to move to Tampa?
School, actually. I moved here to go to school, to college, Argosy University.
Okay.
I got my bachelor's in psychology there, and I got my master's in school counseling. So it literally was the school. And I will say I had a couple girlfriends who were here already, and I had come back and forth and visited them. So I really love the area. And then, of course, the school.
Sure.
Like, yes, psychology, let's do that.
So
So,
why? Why
cool.
psychology? What was it about your upbringing that made you want to get into psychology?
Well, it had nothing to do with my upbringing at the time, right?
But
Like,
once you started taking the classes, you were like, whoa, no, I'm just
whoa,
kidding.
I really need to be here. Exactly. No, that's true. That is definitely true. But when you do that though, whenever you take a psychology course, like if you're doing it with authenticity and integrity, you're going to be introspective. Like it's hard not to be.
Sure.
So absolutely. I mean, you're saying it jokingly, but it's true. Like literally, I was like, oh, I need to be here. Um, but I think I've always been somewhat of an observant person, like a people watcher. I still
Mhm.
do that. And
Yeah.
I'm not watching with any other purpose other than I just like watching people. I like observing their behavior and I
Yeah.
love seeing like 80-year-old couples walking hand in hand down the street. Like, oh, it just gives me like the warm and fuzzies on my inside parts. I just love it. And so I've always been a people watching person. But then also, I found myself high school, young adulthood. People were always coming to me with their problems, like always wanting to confide in me or get my advice about something, relationship advice. And I found that to be really cool. And I really enjoyed it. And I recognize that um I'm able to be impartial. Like I can
Mhm.
hear both sides. Like if the two of you were arguing right now, don't do it. But if the two of you were arguing,
What the hell is she talking about? What the hell?
Shut up. Sorry, go ahead.
so I could listen to Stan's perspective. I could listen to your perspective, Jamie, and I would be able to understand what each one of you are coming from, but then be able to regurgitate that and like reframe it, reshape it in a way that is easier to receive from the other person. Because first of all, like it's not personal with me, and you're not listening to it from through ears that have a history, right? I'm literally a neutral party coming in. I don't have a dog in this fight. Both of you seem super cool, so like I'm not
I'm
trying to
sure,
get on.
but
I mean, girls rule, so I would definitely lean in that direction, but I'm not biased because I'm not trying to get on either one of you guys' good side. I'm literally just here to listen and try to help you understand and again see it from a different perspective. Like maybe it's not this, maybe it's that. And in true Jamie fashion, I will be there to like shake the funk off of whatever it is that you're hearing.
Ooh,
I
what a
know.
plug-in.
She's got it.
When people come to you and say, LaKeesha, I have a friend who has a problem.
Yes,
But that's
asking for
interesting.
a friend.
Yeah. So I mean, because you're talking about relationship advice, right? So were you raised like did that come from the way that you were raised to understand that? Like where or is that like nature versus nurture? Like how did you know to be a good listener and how did you know to like did you have relationship examples that you were basing that on or where did that start
I
from for
had
you?
non-examples.
Oh, okay, there you go. And that sometimes it is too, right? Sometimes we're motivated by what
Yes,
we don't want to happen versus what is
yes.
happening. Okay, got it.
I had non-examples. My grandma, my maternal grandmother, she was a yeller. She's a little thing too, feisty, just saucy, fiery type of personality, but would give you the shirt off of her back. Like she was such a giving, caring person. But when it came to her and my grandfather, I remember like she was a yeller. And
Mhm.
then I found my mom, like she was a yeller too. And so when you're yelling, it's hard for the other person to receive or hear what you're saying. I understand why people yell a lot of times, though, especially those two ladies in my life. They yell because they didn't feel seen or heard.
Mm,
And when people don't feel heard, they talk louder.
right. Yeah.
So, that's not the best way, but that was the way that they knew. So that's what they did. And I said, you know what? I need to do better. I need to be a better communicator with not only my spouse, but my kids as well. And, some of this is natural. I'm not telling you that I never yelled, because I absolutely have. But I think I've been more conscious of it and aware of it, and like catch myself like, oh, wait a minute. I'm doing that thing, and I need to stop, and I need to breathe, and I need to apologize and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I raised my voice at you. Let me get me together, and then we'll come back and finish this
So
conversation.
you're a therapist today, yes?
She is.
So I am a life coach. I'm a marriage coach. And I know that your listeners are going to love this, because I'm actually a certified sex counselor too. So,
Triple
that's
threat.
super
Wow.
cool.
Okay. So what came first, the apple or the, like what came first?
Without the sex, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have a count.
Yeah. Without the sex, you'd have none of the rest of it. But like,
No pun intended. What
yeah,
came first, huh?
yeah, yeah.
I'll say,
I just got that.
Stop
I
it.
mean, you walked right into that one.
I did. I did. Oh my gosh. So, okay. So you went to Argosy College. You got a psychology degree from there, and then you got your master's in psychology. Is that right? Or no?
School counseling.
Okay.
I was working with kiddos because I actually do love children. I mean, to have 4 of them, you kind of have to.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
Now,
Some
some
people
people maybe
don't.
don't.
I was going to say some people don't. But anyway, I chose to. But I was working with kids, and I love kids, and things were going well. But then they
In a
would go
school, like in
home.
like a high school, middle school.
Schools. Yes, high school, actually.
Okay.
Actually, I had the gamut. Now that I think about it, I had literally elementary through high school.
Hmm.
Wow. In
Um,
West Palm Beach or here in Tampa?
no, here,
Tampa.
here
Okay,
in
gotcha.
Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah. So, working with the kids is super cool. And I would get them in a good place mentally, psychologically, and then they go home, and then the parents would completely unravel everything that I had just done to rebuild their self-esteem and make them feel good about themselves and get them confident and whatever. And they go home, and like maybe the parent would tell them that they're stupid or they're ugly or they're fat. I mean, like crazy things that they would say to these kids. And I said, you know what? The kids are not the problem. It's the adults.
Hmm.
So if I can deal with these adults, the kids will be all right. That's my theory.
Hmm.
And it seems to be working so far. We'll
Well,
see.
yeah, it comes from that. I mean, I think I understood more about why people are the way they are when I became a parent, because I
Yes.
started to see how kids are acting based on the parenting that's happening.
Yes.
The mirror behavior,
Right.
sure.
It is a direct relation. Like, I'm like, that kid's being a bully because their mom is a bully to them. And like that, they're just,
Yes.
like you see the pattern and behavior, right? I love that you have
Yes.
broken free of that yelling piece of it, but like there is a pattern, it's that stuff is
Yes.
taught. Yeah. So you started to recognize that. So you're
Absolutely.
seeing these kids and you're starting to recognize that, wait a second, if I can help the parents, then that's going to make a dramatic impact. So you transitioned then into therapy, or not therapy, but coaching for life coaching. Because are
Yes.
you a licensed therapist or no?
No.
Okay.
Certified professional life coach.
Got it.
And, yes, absolutely. What you said is spot on. That's exactly what I chose to do. It's work with the adults. And I do find that when they are working, excuse me, we are working on ourselves, we have a tendency to have healthier relationships across the board, not just in parenting, in our, platonic friendships and
Hmm.
our romantic relationships at work,
Hmm.
everywhere. We're just better humans.
Yeah.
Um, and we do a better job with communication, and we build up our EQ. It's just good across the board. And like that empathy that we need to have for human beings, that sympathy that we need to have at times, that is just elevated when we work on ourselves.
When you
So
approach the adults, how many are receptive to getting help or discussing things?
it depends on what we're talking about.
Where do you see the most pushback?
The most pushback is with working on themselves. Like,
Yeah. It's
even
not a
with
me
couples.
problem, it's a you problem, right? Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
so even with couples like that come for help, there's whoever called me, because there's always one, right? It's
Right.
either, you know, one of them calls me and they're telling me about their partner. My partner does this, my partner does that, and I'm the one that's like, okay, thank you for sharing that with me, but what about you? And it's like, what do you mean? Yes. What's your issue? What's going on with you?
Yeah.
What funk do you have, right? What's
Yes,
going on with
exactly.
you? Because we all have it. And so anytime somebody comes to me and they paint this picture of perfectionism, like my spidey senses are,
Heightened.
they're just going haywire because I'm like, this is not good. If you can't see yourself, again, you can't change 12-step program. First thing, admit you got a problem, right? You have to recognize that there's an issue before you can do anything about it. And if you're so busy pointing the finger outward, you never will again. Well, let me not say never, never say never, but it will make it virtually impossible for you to then get the work on yourself, do what you need to do for yourself because you're so busy focused on the other person.
How
And
often do you?
flip side of that is even in a positive way, if you're so busy focused on the other person and you never focus on yourself,
Yourself.
you neglect yourself. There's a lack of self-care that leads to bitterness, resentment, anger, all these things, right? Because you're pissed off because you're depleted, but you didn't be intentional about taking care of yourself. You just continuing to pour out to someone else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Will
Okay.
you work with somebody who they just can't like if someone's like, well, it's not me, it is all them. Will you continue to work with them? Or are you like, listen, this is not going to work because you're just not open to it?
I will, but they typically won't work with me because I'm constantly like holding that mirror up in front of their faces. And if they
Yeah.
don't want to see what I'm showing them, eventually they will fall off.
Yeah.
And that's okay. The
Yeah.
hopefully they circle back around when they're ready.
Yeah. So how did that lead into the sex therapy? Like where did that show up?
Everything leads into sex therapy.
Even that,
Everything.
that was the setup.
That was so easy though, because when you're working with couples, like, hello, that should be happening. I mean, especially like, not that with married couples specifically. I do work with couples who are not married, but the majority of my clients are married. And so I know they have children a lot of times. And I'm like, so I know you did it at least, let's say they have 2 kids. I'm like, I know you had sex at least twice because you got these babies, right? So, I mean, you know how this works. What's going on? And the thing is, they want to talk about positions and toys and like how to spice it up. They want to talk about all those things, and that's cool. Like, I'm here to talk about that too. But typically, when there's something going on sexually, it's really not about the parts. It's typically not about the physical act of sex. It's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual. There's something else going on that's interrupting that connection and that cohesiveness and the ability to have the best orgasms you've ever had in your entire life. There's something that's blocking that, and it's typically not physical. That's not to say that, physical things don't happen. We know that, right? There's ED, there's vaginal dryness. There's all these things that are going on that could physically disrupt that. But even with vaginal dryness, a lot of times, and even with ED, like it's not always physical. A lot of times
Mhm.
it's mental or emotional. So
Never
just
in
work
my
with
life did I
couples.
think I'd be having this type of a conversation with my father present.
Gotta be awkward for you. I mean, I'm definitely comfortable in this
What's this
space,
code
but
name? Toys, ED. What do these things mean?
Shut
It's
up.
code.
I hope
Yeah.
you never know, Stan.
Yeah.
Too late. Too late.
So how do you, I mean, like, listen, I'm always fascinated by you're coaching all these people and you're probably dealing with some heavy topics. How do you stay grounded for yourself? Like I would imagine you're a bit of an empath, so you're feeling a lot of what they're feeling. You're getting that. By the way, is your birthday in July by any chance?
No,
Oh,
I'm a Capricorn, and it is
oh, that's
Capricorn
like
season.
now.
It's just like we're
Okay.
so here, right?
Yeah. Well, so I'm just wondering, like, how do that's I'm always wondering with people that help other people, how do you stay grounded yourself?
Yeah. Can I say that it is so important to me that my home be my sanctuary?
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because the majority of my clients are virtual. So I do have a home office. So I'm here more than I am at a satellite office. Um, so it's kind of hard sometimes, full transparency, to separate that. because I am home. But my first ministry, my first relationship is with God. Like that's first and foremost for me. After that, it's my husband, and I tell him all the time, I'm like, when everything's cool with the two of us, like everything else will work itself out. Everything else will fall into place. So, and then after him, it's the kids. And so I find joy in my kids. I find joy in my relationship with my husband, um, and my peace. And when I am stressed out and I'm feeling overwhelmed or whatever the case may be, I have God to go to. And doing things like you allowed me to do, which I'm very thankful for, just to go outside, I'm such a beach girl. So just being on the beach, I don't even have to be in the water. I just can be sitting on the side in the sand and I'm good. I need to be near water.
Mm.
Um, that's really important to me. Most vacations I take, water has to be included. I don't care if it's a marina, if it's a lake, if it's
A
the
bathtub?
beach or pool, bathtub. I am a bubble bath person,
Yeah.
so bubble baths are something that help kind of de-stress at the end of the day. Again, what are you people psychic? How do you know these things? Anyways, but yeah, so that's really important to me, staying connected to water, staying connected to just sunshine. I realize how important that is to me. And learning about what my name means is very close to Keziah, and that actually means joy. And so light, joy, sunshine is all connected to me. So staying connected to those things helps me. Breathing, practicing mindfulness, music. Um, I binge watch certain shows on Netflix. Like that helps me to just kind of unplug and detach.
Mm.
But I got a toolkit of things that I do to try to help me stay grounded and make sure I don't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because I don't want to end up in a straitjacket in a corner rocking somewhere. I don't want to be medicated, I don't want to be someone who has to take medication to be able to calm down and just, be balanced.
Yeah. Are you finding that in your work over the last, say, 10 years, especially with the tip off of COVID and isolation, that there's been more of a need for this coaching, especially for relationships and people trying to figure out where they are in the world?
Before I answer that, there is nothing wrong with medication.
Sure.
You need that, take your medication.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I know that there are things that I can do to prevent myself from having to take medication. Just want to
Sure,
put that plug out there.
sure.
Please take your meds if they've been prescribed by a doctor.
Yeah.
But yes, absolutely. COVID was the worst, especially for extroverts. Like introverts were kind of okay with it because they're like,
Yeah. No
I don't really
people.
like
Yeah.
people in anyway, right? I
Yeah.
like being home and this is normally where I'm at anyways.
Yeah.
But for extroverts like myself, it was torture. And I was just, yes, people were going crazy. They were depressed. They
Yeah.
were stressed out relationship wise. It helped them to recognize that some people really didn't like each other. They realized that they had grown apart. Because see, you're able to be distracted when you're going out every day, going to work, and
You're
you're
busy.
dealing with all of
Sure.
those things. Yes, sir, when you're busy. But when you're home and you can't work or, you're just in each other's space all the time, you realize like either I really, really like this person or I really, really can't stand this person. And I'm so thankful during that time. It actually brought my husband and I, my children and I very closer. So it was great for me, but I know it sucked for others.
Yeah. Were
So
you doing
yes,
virtual coaching prior to COVID as well, or did that kick off once COVID happened?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So you
I
went to
was
virtual. Yeah.
prior to. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
It just increased
Yeah. Yeah.
during
Yeah.
COVID. Yeah.
It's so fascinating. So you go to school for this, you're doing what you love to do. Like you get to, as a life coach, there's certification for that. So do you have
Yeah.
three different certifications for all three coachings that you do, offerings that you have?
So 2 degrees, two certifications,
And so the degrees are in what?
psychology
Okay.
and school counseling. And the certification is in the life coaching and the sex counseling.
I mean, let's talk a little bit about like that certification. That's got to
Mhm.
be a really interesting course to take.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. The things I've seen.
Who teaches that? Like, where do you go to get certified for that?
So there are multiple places you can go. But I mean, some of my professors were in the sex industry. Like some of them were, they have doctoral degrees
What's the
in
guy?
like counseling or psychotherapy. Like my professors have very diverse backgrounds.
Are you talking like porn stars that are teaching this class? Wow. Okay. Anyone that we
Yes,
would know?
some
I'm just
some
kidding.
of
I
the
wouldn't know
class.
any of them. But but so interesting. So but are you taking it at a traditional college or traditional university or?
So it was completely virtual. Well, I take that back. It was primarily virtual, but there were opportunities to study abroad. There were opportunities to show up for weekend long conferences, which I did do quite a few of those. But it was primarily online, virtual.
And it's how long is the course to take it?
So it's self-paced. It took me forever. Took me probably 2 years to do it, just to complete everything. And maybe it's because of I'm a perfectionist in recovery. So some of it was, I don't want to miss anything. I want to get this right. And I want to make sure I understand. I'm not just trying to breeze through this for the sake of completion. I really want to be able to retain this because I really want to be able to help couples. There are real issues out there that they're facing, and I want to be prepared for that. So I don't want to just breeze through this. Like I need to make sure that I understand this stuff. I can apply it. I know what I'm talking about because that's the thing for me. Like I never want to be in a position where I'm just, talking out the side of my neck. So
Yeah. Does your own family come to you for coaching, like your older children and now your younger children as well too? Do they come to you for coaching and your husband, or are they like, nope, can't hear it from you because we're too close to it?
so yes. Nothing sex related, thank God. Um now oddly enough, now that I think about that, my oldest, my 26-year-old, actually, we have had some sex conversations. Hmm. But yeah, coaching for sure. Other family members outside of my four walls, they have, which is really nice, but I don't provide services to them, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's more of advice giving and like, okay, what are your goals? Because that's what coaches do. Like, we help you to identify what your goals are, put action steps in place. We're all about action, not a lot of talking. What are we going to do? Oh, you're not happy where you are? Okay, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And holding them accountable. And sometimes people don't like that. So, like, don't get a life coach if you don't want to be held accountable.
Is using a sex surrogate ever advised?
What's a sex surrogate?
Uh-huh.
What?
I'll tell you later.
So let me say this. For some people, yes, that's not really something that I subscribe to.
Is that like cheating?
Um,
But like,
Bring another person. If it's helping with men, bring an individual guy in to work with the wife or a woman to work with the husband.
oh, got it. Okay.
so it's not something that I subscribe to, like I said, but I do know that there are other couples who do it, and I do know that there are other professionals who do prescribe that. To answer your question, you would not get that script from me.
There was a show, I don't know if it's on Netflix or Apple TV with Taya Leone, and she's a sex therapist. You know what I'm talking about? It's called Sex Education, I think, actually. I think it's called Sex
Oh, yes,
Education.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's really, I mean, it's really funny. And then her son tries to be a therapist to some of his friends as well, too.
Yes.
But it's very scary because like you said, you started off by being, younger and people coming to you for advice and asking for advice. And I feel like today there are so many people out there that want to be like a life coach or, whatever
Yes,
they want to do. And they can give some really bad advice because they haven't gotten their certifications. They haven't gotten the training. Obviously, you've done that. So I would imagine
yes.
you probably have people coming to you that are like, we went somewhere else, it didn't work, or maybe, that's going to
Oh
be
my
hard.
gosh. Yes, Jamie, all the time, all the time. So when someone comes to me and they want to work with me, like we do a consultation first because we want to make sure that we're a good fit for one another. I need to make sure that you're a good fit for me and vice versa. And I do ask about previous therapy, counseling, coaching, whatever they may have had. I want to know about those experiences. And yes, I do hear some horrible things that they've experienced. The difference a lot of times too between coaching and counseling is that with coaches, we're not really telling you what to do. Like we're going to work through it together. Like we're going to come up with solutions together. If you're stuck someplace, I'll help you get unstuck. Counselors do have a tendency to do more advice giving, but coaches are really kind of there to pull out of you kind of what's already there. Because think about it. Many times we already know what we're supposed to do, right? Or what we should not be doing. We kind of know.
Yeah.
But you just kind of need someone to like help pull that out of you. And
Yeah.
again, like hold you accountable, help create that roadmap, action steps, and just be there when it's tough because it does get hard, especially if you're really pushing yourself and challenging yourself.
Yeah.
And in relationships, like when you have I've dealt with couples who experience infidelity. So that's like
Trust issues. And
crisis counseling,
yeah.
trauma, so much trauma, right? There's something called PISD, which is similar to PTSD, but it's like post infidelity stress syndrome or PISD syndrome, post infidelity stress disorder. There we go. And literally the same symptoms that you have with PTSD, you have with PISD, which is just crazy. But this is how the human body responds and reacts when there's trauma.
Yeah.
And so dealing with people who are having these intrusive thoughts and just sobbing uncontrollably, just not in control of their thoughts or their emotions. And I mean, it's a lot, it's hard work. But on the other side of it, it's beautiful
Yeah.
and it's so worth it.
So asking for a friend. Um, Speaking about trust, I'm not talking about a sexual relationship or like a relationship. Once trust is broken in any relationship, friendship, parent to child,
Infidelity.
whatever, any type of trust.
Mhm.
My old thing is like, once you break my trust, there is no coming back. Like, I'm sorry, I just
Yes.
cannot come back. What are your thoughts on that as a coach? Of obviously every situation is different, but what are some of your, not that this is a session, but I'm
Well,
just
can
curious.
you
Yeah.
can you build a lasting bridge?
Yeah. Can you come back from that?
So I'm going to challenge you to something.
Okay. I like challenges.
You can come back. You said, I can't. You can. It's a choice. It's work. It's hard because you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And I'm with you, Jamie. I'm that way too. There's something that I have learned about. It's called the Enneagram, and it's a personality test.
Yep.
And so, I'm sorry.
I know. Yeah. I know Enneagram. Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So sixes, they're all about loyalty. And it's very hard for a six to regain that trust once it's broken, but it's possible. It's just hard. I mean, it's like I said, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of communication and baby steps, kind of easing your way back into it. Like you give them little assignments along the way, little tests to see how they do. And so sometimes people just don't want to do that work because it's just too hard, but it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. I've had trust broken multiple times. I have six in my Enneagram, and it's tough, but it's possible. And I've done it multiple times.
But like you said,
So
it's a choice. You have to want
it's
to.
a choice. You have to want
Yeah.
to, and you have to want to do that work.
Yeah. Yeah. Is the juice worth the squeeze? As they
There
say,
you
right?
go. There you go. But
Yeah.
you won't know that though
Yeah.
until you try.
No, that's true. It's true. I guess it depends on
Aren't
like
we
your
every
relationship.
day
Yeah.
taking risks? We take risks every single day,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I just think it's like fascinating. I think it's like so amazing that you came from this childhood of trying to, not replicate what you saw. You've created this path for yourself now. Now you're just helping people. You work with people all over the world, or can you only work in certain areas?
yes, I literally have had clients in other countries, which has been really amazing because it's really stretching me with my cultural awareness.
Mhm.
And that's always fun because you never want to disrespect somebody's culture. So I have to
Yeah.
learn certain things, which I love. So I've always been into learning about different cultures. So that's cool. But yeah, all over everywhere.
I love it. I just think you're fascinating. I'm so grateful that you said yes. I knew a little bit of what you did, but I didn't know everything of what you did. So I think it's amazing. Is there anything else that our listeners should know about your story that we haven't talked about yet?
Ooh, anything about my story? Well, first of all, it was my pleasure to say yes. Thank you for the invitation. So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you, Stan. I heard such great things about you. I think for me, it's just I would love to connect with you. I'm an author. I
Yeah.
also created conversation cards. They're called the bedroom switch. And the whole point of those is to get couples talking about sex. They get so uncomfortable sometimes
Yeah.
talking about it. And so these conversation cards are there to facilitate those conversations
Yeah.
that are very difficult and challenging for people. I joke about it a lot, but I know it's one of those topics that makes people really uncomfortable,
Hmm.
especially when they have a deep religious upbringing like myself.
Yeah.
There's certain things that, you just didn't talk about at church. Um, and so this is really for anybody who kind of struggles to have those conversations. We have to be transparent with each other. We have to be open and honest with each other about our wants, wishes, and desires. And I just want everyone to be having amazing sex. I just do. So important.
You're here.
Everybody
You're here.
who
Where
wants
can
to
somebody
have
get
it.
those cards? Where can they get those cards? Are they available for sale on your website? Where are those cards available?
Yes, they can go to my website, LaKeeshaHines.com. They can get them there. So, yeah.
That's so amazing. Well, obviously, you've done it at least 4 times and you're good at it. So,
I like to think I'm good at it. When we log off here, I'll go ask my husband just to confirm.
is he home? Bring him on in. Let's talk now.
He is.
Just kidding. How
That'll be
long have
part
you?
two. That'll be part two.
There you
Bring my
go.
husband.
How many years have you both been married? Have you been married?
They're not married.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we have been married. I think it's 18 years,
Wow. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
but we've
I'm
known each
going
other
on
since
12.
elementary school. We literally went to
Oh,
elementary, middle, and high school together. We were high school sweethearts. So
I love that. Oh, that's sweet. How did you get reconnected?
we never lost touch.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
We
Okay.
never lost touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just sparked. And then you were like, all right, I'll get like, there we go. We're together. I love that. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for being our guest. Thank you for what you're doing and how you're helping people talk about those things that are like that are taboo, but like why, right? I had talked with some people recently and I was saying that the more we talk about things, the more that we make it
Right.
normal to talk about things, that we normalize asking for help, that we normalize there's nothing really we can't talk about. And we start to realize that we're actually more alike than we are different when we talk about things. I had this conversation
Yes.
yesterday with people. We were talking about love languages, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Are you familiar with the love language?
Yes.
So there are five. There's a book called Love Languages. Actually, I have it on my shelf. There's five love languages, and they mean that ways that you feel love, but also ways that you like to show love. So these
Yes.
are the five languages. One is gifts, so like getting gifts or giving gifts. So like if you give gifts, you're showing someone your love, or you get gifts, you feel loved. The other one is quality time. Then there's acts of service. Then there's physical touch. And then there's words of affirmation. So,
Mhm.
how do you feel most loved? What out of those five, which way do you feel most loved when someone does what?
This is my analysis now.
I'm just curious.
I'd say touch.
Touch, yeah. I would say the majority, and this is a really bad comment to make. You're probably going to correct me, but I feel like a lot of men feel like touch and words of affirmation are high for them. Maybe not, but I just hear that. But so here's what's happening, right? So
For women, it's receiving things.
no, it's not. So that's what's funny is that it's not. Like my husband shows love through gifts, but I don't want gifts. I don't care. Like if I want something, I'm gonna buy it myself. So when we first started talking, we had to kind of navigate that conversation and figure out and like mine is quality times and acts of service. Touch, yes, I like touch and that's great. But like take out the trash. I don't want to do that. Or like, do the homework with the kid or, let's spend some time, like real time together doing something fun, like playing a game. And so here, and you stop me if I'm wrong, I'm not a coach, you are. But what happens is where the disconnect is that maybe yours is physical touch. So you're showing your partner physical touch, but theirs could be gifts and they don't feel loved, even though you're showing love.
But I also take out the garbage.
Yes. Well, can you take out my garbage before you leave?
Actually, I make the garbage before I take out the garbage. So it's kind of a give and take.
But am I spot on there? Like that's where the miscommunication happens?
So that is 1000% where the miscommunication happens. And interestingly enough, my husband's primary love language is acts of service.
Mm.
It's acts of service, and I'm quality time. That's my number. Well, actually, I'm tied between quality time, physical touch, and like gifts. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like touch me, put something in my hand, and spend time with me, and I'm good, right?
And that's where the sex therapy came from.
There you go.
That solves all three.
All three. It's a three-word. But yeah, he's acts of service, and I think it's physical. Nope, quality time. Yeah. So like you said, to your point, like I'm over here like not even feeling any type of love or appreciation for all these acts of service he's doing. And I'm just like, you don't love me. He's like, what do you mean? I'm doing all these 50,000 things and I don't care about any of those things. So I think, I don't know how much of it is a gender thing. I haven't researched that. I should do that. But I think it's really about how we were raised.
Yeah.
Our upbringing, that helps to shape and influence who we become as adults. Because for me, I didn't get touched a lot when I was a child.
It's funny you
So
say
I
that
was
because
craving touch.
yeah, it's funny you say that. My mom is certainly she shows love by giving gifts. She did not get a lot of gifts growing up.
There you go.
So I think that you're
So,
right. There is like a thing. They're kind of like you were saying that your grandmother and your mother were yellers. You were trying to do the opposite of that. So I think
mhm,
that we show ourselves we know what we don't want, but we know what we want. So I think that's really interesting. But the more that we talk about these things and communicate versus like, hey, how was your day? Good. How was your day? Good. What do you want for dinner? Like
mhm.
that we have to change the conversation to where we talk about real things and we talk
Yes.
about how do you like to be appreciated? How do how can I show you that I appreciate you? What does that look like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
put her out of business,
I'm
please.
not. I'm not. I work only in leadership. But yeah, so I just think the more, but yeah, but listen, there's going to be people out there, even if I did what you do, I don't. You are amazing. I could not do what you do. Let me just say that first of all. But even if I did, that's the beauty thing about the world is some people would relate even better to me and some people would relate even better to
Yes.
me, right? So options, like I'm
Yes.
always like, you know what? Someone's like, "Oh, you're a public speaker and an author." Yes, and there's a dime a dozen for them out there. But I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay
Right.
with that. You have to find what works for you and find your people. We can't all get along. Mhm. And I
Yes.
don't I don't
Find
like
your
everybody. I'll be
people.
the first to admit. I do not. My husband's like, "But you're the humankind, choose kindness person." I'm like, "I'll be nice to people. It doesn't mean I like them." Just kidding.
Yes. Because everybody's not your people and everybody's not
Right.
your cup of
And
tea.
who's got time for having
Yeah.
everybody be your people? I can't talk to that many people a day. I can't do it.
Don't turn negative. Don't turn negative at the end. Jeez.
Just kidding. I'm just teasing. Well, you are my people. I think you are awesome. From the second I met you in person and your energy, you really do have this calm sense about you that makes me want to talk to you. Like, I think if we were having a session, I would probably tell you, like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, let's keep going. Let's do that. But no, I just think it's great what you're doing and that there's a tremendous need for people to get help. We've had so many different episodes where people said that they wish they would have gotten help sooner. They wish they would have talked to
Yes.
somebody sooner. And I
Hmm.
just, you see crazy stories on the news of couples that what they do to just get divorced, like just get divorced, like, like weird, wacky stories, but also just try and get some help, try and
Yes.
talk to somebody. And I love that what you said is that you don't give the ideas, you coach them through their own. And I think there's tremendous power in that. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, people come for strategies. They come for tools because they've been trying to do it on their own for a really long time and they've run out of tools and resources. So yeah, I'm always here to give strategies and tools and resources and like help build them up to try to figure out what's the best thing and how to apply. When do I need to exercise mindfulness? When do I need to exercise kind of walking away? When is it okay to table this conversation? So they do get tools and strategies, but it's not a situation where I'm just sitting and I'm feeding you like, hey, do this, do that, because you know what? That may not work for you. We have to spend time getting to know each other and really dissecting what's going on and understanding where those disconnects are. And most times it's just a lack of communication and misunderstandings.
I love it. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for being our
Thank
guest. I mean, I'm
you. Thank
so
you.
grateful for being connected. So, listener, if you want to learn more about LaKeesha and all of the three amazing things she does and probably a million other things that she does that are incredible, go to LaKeeshaHines.com, right?
Yes.
LaKeeshahines
.com.
dot com. And please let's stay connected. I hope that our paths cross again in the near future for just something amazing. You're wonderful. We're grateful that you said yes.
It was a pleasure.
Likewise. Thank you.
Hey, what's your number now?
My number now, I am sitting at a solid 8 right
Woo!
now.
We doubled it. Holy
Yeah.
schmolies.
Yeah, I remember I'm a people person, right? So I'm
I know.
extroverted. So being able to interact with people and especially people who are making me laugh, like that helps.
I love it.
Where do we invoice you?
LaKeeshaHines.com.
Thank you, LaKeesha. Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Never in my
drained. I'm
life,
drained. Oh.
never in my life did I think that we would have a talk like that together in a room. But that was
It
interesting. I
wasn't
think
even graphic yet. We didn't even get to the next
do you really
question.
not know what ED is? Oh, just asking for a
No, do I know about it? I forgot.
Okay, done. Stop. All done. Listener, we just are so grateful that you tune in and join us in these conversations. And we just get to meet the most
I want to do like a writing column, like Dear Jamie and Stan. Boo. What do you want to do?
I mean, we can have a form on the website that
I
does
like
that.
that, and we can answer
Okay.
them.
Okay.
They don't have to listen to us.
All right. So we'll add a form on the
It
website.
would give them different generational impact.
All right. So we'll add it on the website. Dear Jamie and Stan.
Can I be called Dr. Stanislaus?
No.
There's more authority to it.
No.
My degree is also in psychology.
I know.
Boston University.
I know. Did you have some introspective about why you needed to do psychology so is my husband.
Pretty much I couldn't pass organic chemistry.
On that note, listener.
But they did. They canceled my graduation. I never had a graduation.
Oh, yeah, because of Vietnam?
We had a very radical professor called Howard Zinn, who wrote the history of the world. He's still around today, kind of radical. And the school was kind of a lefty kind of a school. And that was the year, I graduated in 1970. And that was the year of the Kent State uprising, the shooting of students by the National Guard. And they were afraid of reprisals during our graduation. So I got my diploma in the mail.
That sucks. Do you want to go back there and walk the stage in May?
No.
You never want to walk the stage?
No. The surprising thing was my graduation didn't say Boston University. It said Sears and Roebuck.
All right, listener. Goodbye. I've got to go tape
Only
this.
kidding. I'm really a graduate.
Bye, everyone.
Talk to FedEx.
Bye.
Hey, thank you for tuning into today's What's Your Story podcast.
To learn more or share your story, go to jamiemarco.com. That's www.jamiemarco.com. And we will see you